Start of the journey. Why did I choose to come here? Sometimes, just a cold breeze is enough to evoke in people a desire to step out of their comfort zone. To try living a different day, I used to think I was afraid of the cold. Not the kind of shivering every time the monsoon comes, but the cold, of loneliness, of long winter afternoons, with nothing but the sound of the wind whistling through the window. But one day, I read a short news on the internet. In Sweden, there is a hotel made entirely of ice. There, people pay to sleep in 5 degrees. It sounds absurd. Pay to? Endure the cold? But I couldn't take my eyes off the pictures. A white ice building, the faint turquoise light shining through the transparent ice blocks. The sparkling rooms seemed to come out of a fairy tale. And something inside me stirred. A faint call, like an echo from a distant land covered in white snow. I wondered, what would it really feel like to sleep in the middle of the ice? Could I stand it? And what is waiting behind that coldness? It was no longer a simple trip. For me, it became a challenge. A way to test myself, to see if I, who used to cower in front of an 18-degree air conditioner, could survive a night in the middle of pristine ice and snow. Icehotel, a true legend in the Arctic. The icehotel is located in Jukkasjarvi, a small town in the far north of Sweden, near the Arctic Circle. Every winter, when the Torn River freezes, people cut large blocks of ice from the riverbed and start rebuilding the entire hotel. Every wall, every bed, even the drinking glasses, all made of ice. Come spring, when the snow melts, the hotel disappears, only to be reborn the following winter with a completely new design. It sounds like a fantasy dream, a structure that only exists for a few months, but attracts tens of thousands of people each year to sleep in the cold. People say, sleeping one night at the ice hotel is to experience something unreal in a very real world. And so I set off, journey to the land of ice. The flight departed from Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. On the way to Kiruna, the town closest to the ice hotel, I saw the scenery outside the window gradually change from green trees to white forests. It felt like I was flying back in time, back to the Ice Age. From Kiruna Airport, I continued my journey by a sled ride that lasted nearly an hour. It was not the dog sled like in the movies, but a specialized vehicle with tracks to cross deep snow. Cold. The wind blew against my face like small knives, but I didn't dare pull the scarf over my head, for fear of missing some magical moment out there. And then, the hotel appeared. The first time I saw a melting structure. It wasn't a massive building with modern lines. The ice hotel looked like a giant sculpture rising from the white snow. The facade curved like a bow, completely made of ice. The entrance was 2 simple wooden panels, completely contrasting with the icy blue light reflecting behind it. I stepped in. A cold air rushed over me. But strangely, it wasn't a cold that was uncomfortable. It was clean, quiet, as if I had just stepped into a completely different world, where time had frozen. The others in my group started taking pictures, admiring the shimmering beauty of the intricately carved ice walls. As for me, I just stood still. It didn't feel like a hotel, it felt like a temple, a place where people came to experience absolute purity. Are you ready for the coldest night of your life? The hotel staff led us into a small room outside the ice area, where they kept our belongings and gave us safety instructions. We were given a special sleeping bag, the kind used by Arctic explorers, and told, always wear dry underwear, don't bring water into the room, and if you feel unbearably cold in the middle of the night, go to the heated room outside. I nodded. My heart was pounding. I didn't know if it was from excitement or anxiety. Tonight, I would sleep in a room made entirely of ice, on a bed covered in reindeer skin, with no windows, no heat, just me, the cold, and my own thoughts. I used to be afraid of the cold, but maybe I was more afraid of the familiar peace than the numbing cold. End of Part 1. Do you want me to continue right away with Part 2? Arrival. First impressions?